Oh, son of a... Matt Clark, damn you!
Matt Clark, damn you! Damn you all to hell!
Matt Clark? Yeah, I can kill him for you.
It's us, Matt Clark and friends. It's all safe.
This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the expressed written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
And see it, you'll love it. And it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, happy Friday to all of you out there chatting or hanging in the background. It is Friday. It's been a busy week for me in a good way. So let's start with the positive. The first positive, maybe you can see behind me. If you really are astute and pay attention to this channel, you might say, didn't there used to be a flag back there? In fact, a flag of the German state of Niedersachsen, Lower Saxony, which is the state where Delmenhorst, the city I did my exchange program with. And yes, there used to be a flag hanging back there. There is not a flag back there anymore because Uncle Anthony finally talked himself into building some more shelves. So I put in a couple of 3-foot shelves there, and I took all my locomotives from off of there. Oh, let's get the non-shaky hand, or less shaky hand. I took all my locomotives off of there and put them over there, trying to deal with the I'm starting to run out of room for trains. You have too many trains. When you run out of space, you can't buy any more trains issue. So I have been building more shelves, because if I have more space, then I can get more trains. So anyhow, let's see who's here in the chat before I go any further. I've said hi to many of you in the chat, but I will try to just make sure I catch everybody. So welcome, Bernard C. 16 degrees, snowy and wet up there. We actually saw the sun a bit briefly today. Joyce actually took a day off from work today because she had to go get some security stuff done. Every 5 years, we teachers have to go through security checks and drug testing and background check and fingerprinting and all this. And of course, the office is only open Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and Joyce works 8:45 to 3:30. So she can't go. She has to take a day off to go do this. It's stupid. They need to have days during the summer where you can do this, but no, they just say you're. They send you an email saying you need to come in, and so she took the day off. So she went downtown to get all that taken care of, and then we went to lunch. She does not want to come on the camera early because she hates sitting still that long, as anybody who knows her knows. So anyhow, we got Bernard C. We got Mark Donegal. Dad is here. Hi from the H&H Express is here. I guess you're going to keep me in suspense until Monday if that little locomotive I sent you actually works or not. Anyhow, Andy, the hot dog pilot, is here. Great to have you here. Evo is here. Great to have you. I saw you on a couple of people's chats giving some information. And as always, I'm amazed at how much you know on so many different things. It impresses me quite a bit. Jean Ricard is here. Always good to see you. And I see somebody else just came in. Somebody who, do I need to refresh that? Oh, there it is. We need to knight this person. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. Oh, they've changed it. Okay, I guess I will have to go double check all that. Anyhow, welcome in, John Dublinger. Hope you are well and hope you enjoy your time here. Joseph Agliato, the Sergeant at Arms for the Knights of the Rhomboid Table. As always, honored to see you. Kiwi Dave, one of my wonders from down under. Great to have you here. Andrew, March West Junction. Wonderful to see you. Mick, awesome. Welcome in. Dino, great to see you. Clive is here. Great to see you, Clive, from Newland Railway. Peter Webster, awesome to have you here. Simon, man, I miss talking to you and Christopher the way we used to on Discord. I don't know if we could ever get back to that. Somebody just popped in and popped back out. Anyhow, Simon, great to have you here from SJ Dusty. Stephen the plumber, I hope you're doing well. I mean, I know you're not well, but as best as can be done. You got a shit show going on, and you've got more coming up at the end of this month. And Wigwag Workshop, I believe, is also Steven. Nice to have you here. I hope I haven't missed anybody. But I will try to catch people as coming in. Now, a few of you, I wanted to talk positives. I'm going to go to a couple of negatives and then go to one last positive. But some of you may have seen a post I put up late last night. I was just going to bed. Joyce was still in the tub. She was taking her Thursday night bath. And I got a notification that a comment had been posted. And it was on the community picture of my picture of my grandson, Kyan. Where he was wearing the new model train outsider shirt that he got and was so happy to have. And somebody with the name JEP44, JEP, all capital letters 44, decided to take several shots at me and my channel. But then they also, the words were, and using your own innocent grandson to push your crap. Now, that's all he said about my grandson. But the fact that he posted this on a picture of my grandson and probably gave it the dislike it has, although there's somebody else who may have done that. I mean, I can guess that this was one of the warriors from somebody I offended a while back. Tim JD is back. You were in, and then I don't know if you disconnected, fell out, or what, but welcome back in, Tim JD, one of the foundations, the pillars of my little universe. And Thomas Johnson, welcome in. Great to have you back. But anyhow, it just, I was dealing with another issue with a YouTuber. And that one just kind of blindsided me late last night. And it's like, I was so mad because they posted this on a picture of my grandson and even had to mention my grandson. If they had posted this somewhere else, I would have just deleted it, ignored it. But timing. Because somebody called me out and posted multiple comments, which I deleted on several of my videos, talking about how I was not nice to them and how I obviously didn't care about them because I didn't name them on last Friday's stream when I was naming all the people that are sick. Okay, I specifically said when I was naming people that there are many people out there and names are just, there were so many people and I just named. And the people I named are people that were going through, that I consider myself friends with offline. Okay, friends I'm offline with. You know, not just somebody I say hi to in chats. These are people I have talked to on the phone, Facebook, everything else. And I still try to make room that there are many others out there that I know are suffering. You know, I try to cover all the bases. I'm certainly not trying to offend anybody or exclude anybody. And yet I had to take a bunch of crap. And I have never banned a person. And I still don't want to ban a person. But I'm tired of being dragged into this drama that didn't start here. I'm not a part of. I am trying to be neutral Switzerland in this. And, you know, I'm a teacher. We had an adage we used to talk about with students when Bob and Mike have a problem. Bob and Jeff have a problem. Bob and Sally have a problem. Bob and Michelle have a problem. Bob and Mr. Smith have a problem. Bob, what's the common denominator? Bob. So maybe it's not all of them. Maybe it's you. And if they're listening in the background, stop posting your whininess on my videos that have nothing to do with those situations. Everybody's welcome here. Nobody here gets attacked, and I don't allow it. I don't allow moderators. I don't allow any comments about things outside unless I bring it in. And then I don't even want any of you commenting, naming names, saying anything. I don't want it. The one time I posted a negative video rant about a channel that insulted other channels, even then I did two things. I didn't name the channel by name, and I specifically said I don't want people going to that channel, giving that person grief, attacking that person, mocking that person, or campaigning to get them kicked off. I don't believe in that stuff. Freedom of speech, but if your speech is stupid, it may get called out. So that was just something I dealt with over 3 days. And again, I said nothing until now. And I wasn't even sure I was going to say anything until I just decided to blurt it. So I don't know, maybe I'm going to suffer for it. But if you don't like my channel, don't come. I make no promises. I've got a video on for first-time visitors. If you don't like what I'm doing, hey, Bernie, nice to have you. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't come. And I'm promising you, you're not going to see intelligent train chat. You're not going to see brilliant modeling. You're going to see me acting like a goofball, and that's what it's about. I'm here to have fun and meet people. And almost 3 full years of live streaming without missing a live stream, I've succeeded. I've got so many people. Everybody here commenting. Leslie's here. How are you? Mike McCarville Studio. Great to have you here. Tom from Markland's Train Layout. Somebody who's actually been here live. So again, I'm sorry to be negative on that, but it was just a double whammy of dealing with that one. And again, I've never banned anybody. And if people want to come and be in this live stream and chat and try to get along with people, that's what I'm here for. But I don't want to actually do a ban because I have done nothing wrong. Stop coming into my house and trying to create drama that I don't want in my house. There. Hey, Rick, how are you? It's just, it's... And then, go out and post how inconsiderate I was because I didn't name you with all the people that were sick that I was saying, hey, keep a thought out for these people. That just, come on, really? I'm a bad guy because I left out other people who were sick? So to Bernie, who's in the background, we're wishing you the best of health. The plumber here is going to have major surgery here in a couple of weeks. We got people that are really going through some tough times, and it's hard for me to keep straight everybody. And, I send my best thoughts. I don't pray, but I send my best thoughts, my hopes and wishes that whatever you're going through ends, when it's negative, ends quickly and for the best for you. And that's all I wish for any human, is the best for them. And that's what this channel's been about. So for somebody who just wants to come in and create negativity where there wasn't negativity, I just don't understand that. I mean, I've dealt with it many times in life, but that was just insane. All right, so anyhow, that's my rant. I mentioned there might be, and that was my rant. And I've just doubly set off because of the person that had to post something rude on a picture of my grandson. Really? My grandson. That kid is just a beautiful little child and does not deserve anybody saying anything negative when grandpa is just proudly showing his grandson. Okay, anyhow, some other cool things. Some of you may know a couple weeks ago I bought a train for Nissy. Now, she paid for it, okay? I just was the transition guy, all right? I bought it. She paid me. I mailed it to her. End of story. Although I did ship it for free. I tell anybody, if I buy something for you, just pay for the vehicle. I'll pay for the shipping. That's my gift to you. Well, she sent me a couple of nice stickers and a thank you card. So that was nice. She didn't have to do that, but she did. So that was cool. And she makes these cards herself. So that was cool. And then let me see. A couple of people came in while I was whining and ranting. Let's see. Mystic Railway. No, I think I said hi to John. He's here. Ray Ron is here. Nice to have you. Because Lord knows I do enough on my channel to deserve criticism. Some of my jokes might offend certain people, and I'm perfectly fine with you saying, I don't appreciate you saying that. And I'll say, well, I said it, I don't say it unless I believe it. But anyhow, hey, Tom McGee, how are you? Welcome in. So, Paul Bozeman just popped in as well. Hi, Paul, great to see you, and a couple of cool videos today as well. And I've been pimping myself too. My daughter bought me all kinds of stickers, so I've got stickers to give away. I'm waiting for James Dundas to send me his stickers so I can send him mine back. But yeah, the other big news for me, and to some people on this channel, probably not most of you, but to some, is I talk about it a lot, but the Matt Clark series is a go. I am almost done writing the entire third series, which will be the last. I will not schedule or dictate another series. I'm not saying I won't ever write another series, but really my plan is I'm done with it so I can move on to other things for now. And then if I get a Matt Clark Joker idea, I could do it as either a 15-minute, 20-minute, half an hour, sort of like the Christmas specials, an hour, maybe do it as a one-off special. But, for 3 years, it has been January to May has been Matt Clark and one episode a week. And obviously, in January, I was saying not till February, and then February said doesn't look like it'll be until March. Well, I've had a major, I had the plot written out, but it's like deciding to drive from New York to Los Angeles, or London to Edinburgh, or Amsterdam to Rome, and or Copenhagen to Rome, or whatever. And you can look at the map and you say, I know how I'm going to get there. I know what roads I'm going to take. But once you get on the highway or get on the train, whatever works, once you get going, things that you weren't planning can happen. And I just kind of had a couple of major questions in the plot I could not answer, and I have written and rewritten a couple of scenes over and over and could not get. And then after my stream last Friday, I was in a great mood, and I went to bed and was talking to Joyce, and we started watching old Matt Clark episodes, because that's what we do. That's how pathetic we are. We go to bed and watch my old stupid cartoons. And anyhow, we're watching that, and I was talking about the plot hole device, and Joyce suggested a couple of things, and then I was like, no. But as Joyce knows, she can suggest a couple of things, and I'll say no, but it gets the head going. And all of a sudden, I couldn't sleep that night, and about 5 a.m. I woke up, or decided to just get up, and I started writing, and the whole series just exploded. And then I've rewritten a couple of things since then, but I've only got 3 scenes. I mean, it's really just, I know exactly what's going to happen. It's just writing it down. So actually tonight after the live stream, I will be doing the voices for scenes 1 and 2. And then tomorrow, Joyce and I will be doing voices for scenes 3 and 4. But we're going to publish them rather than every Friday. I want this done with before we go to Germany. So I'm going to be putting out 2 or 3 episodes a week through April and into May. And that way it'll still be done by the time we go to Germany. All right, so that has been 20 minutes of me rambling. I haven't gone to trains. I haven't read the chat. My apologies. It was just, this is not what anybody comes here for. And I don't like being negative. And I want to end on that positive note. And let's just not reference or talk about the negatives again. And should anybody mention it, again, guys, don't block or ban people. If there's a comment that somebody catches that's inappropriate, just delete the comment. Don't block the person. But I don't want any more mention of it. It's my stream, my house, my rules. So just help me out that way. But let's not drag it out any further, because I'm sure me talking here will have it dragged out further. I have apparently thrown my hat in the ring because I'm tired of this drama that I wasn't around when it started. I have tried to keep it off my channel. I have tried to get other people to stop pushing this drama, and then it just gets dumped on my head. All right, so anyhow, there I just wasted another 2 minutes talking about it. God, I don't want to be negative. It's not what it's about. So let's go to the... There it is, the 11-lane cam. Let's show you what's running today. And maybe you guys can guess the theme. Can you look at this picture and maybe guess the theme? I have my IC2 in front of us. And yes, Jean Ricard, it's set up to run Steuerwagen first. I then have a class 193, which is pulling a freight train, which might throw off your guess as to the theme today. Then I have a class 146.2, pushing. Yes, I did say pushing, Jean Ricard and EFO and anybody else. Oh, Raymond Legs came in too. Hi, Lindy Loves. How are you? All right, he's sleeping now. Hey, Tom Couples is here. Great to have you, Tom. Roger St. Blazy popped in. Probably should have checked who was while I was ranting. If there's anybody else I missed, because yeah, my chat chart just went way down. There's not nearly as many people, at least chatting. But hey, sweetheart, how are you? Oh, and speaking of which, before I get running the trains, my daughter Lindy has been oh, I forgot to email you those photos. My daughter Lindy is creating a Knights of the Rhomboid table thing that we will make available as a print up and do your own stickers, or maybe a t-shirt from spring or something like that. But we have it in the works. We got everything set. I just got to send her better resolution pictures. Okay, so anyhow. Hey, Joe Rader, how are you? Lee, how are you? It's double-decker day. That's correct. The DoSto-Wagen. And so the only one that's not a DoSto-Wagen is that horses freight train locomotive. Everything else way in the back, it's a class 147. And some of you may be looking at the Alex and going, hey, that's not a double-decker, but it does have one double-decker car. So I have literally all my double-decker wagons on the layout, except for way in the back. I only picked 2 of the 5-car set because, well, it just looks silly having those 5 cars going around and around and around and around. So we're going to set these guys in motion and catch up with everything. I'm going to try to run him kind of slow and see if he does it all right. And then we're going to have this guy. Now, this is the only one I'm worried about. He did all right yesterday, and then this afternoon in warm-ups, he seemed to be struggling a bit. So I'm going to see if this is the 146.2. And I'm actually, again, going to try to run my trains a little slower than I normally do. And then I promise I'll actually pay attention to the chat. What was that? That was weird. Okay, you're doing, let's a little more speed on you. And I still got 2 more to go. Do. All right, let's get you going. And then let's get you going. All right, there we go. All right, let's go to the multi-view. I think everybody's looking happy right now. Famous last words. Is that one guy getting up the ramp at the speed? Yeah, he got up the ramp just fine because here he comes around. All right, we're good. Let's go to the multi-view, and then I'll start going with the larger views. And let me just try to catch up with the chat. Bam, there we are. Okay, there's... Oh, and the UK trains. My apologies. Same as last week, same as last week. I can't get enough of that Azuma, so... There. So let's just give you guys a little bit larger view of that real quick. So I'm running the Mallard and the Azuma because why not? I like the Mallard as a train, and that Azuma is, for all the negativity towards Hornby, I will say this Azuma is a really nice train. All right, let's go on with that. Yes, John, I do talk to my trains. I actually will admit that. I do talk to my trains. I will, like, for example, I ran a Loco last week I hadn't run in a while. And as I'm putting it away, I'm like, you did a great job. That was pretty good for not having run in several weeks. You did a great job. And put it up on the shelf over there. So I absolutely talk to my my Locos. I hope I'm not alone in that. But if I am, hey. Oh, it does run. Cool. With some stuttering. It runs. Yeah, it's Rick and Pauline from Welchuff. So yes, I do a lot of talking. Yeah, and now that's not an ICE2, just to be rude and correct you. That is an IC2. My ICE2 hasn't been run in a few weeks. And the ICE1 hasn't been run in months. I need to get it out and run it. I don't know. I would not know if it's Spanish built or not. I hope somebody in here knows. What, do I already, how many thumbs up? Wow, I just went from 46 viewers down to 30, so I lost an audience there real fast. Hey, Ian Fraser, how are you? Oh, I have cussed my trains too. When I say I talk to my trains, I just gave the most recent example. For example, I gave a pep talk to, let's see, where is he? Because you've been watching these guys long enough. Where is he? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, he's coming around. The 11 lane won't work. This guy coming right now around the corner. His pantograph is stuck up because the little clip that holds it in place broke when workers decided to throw chunks of rock on my layout, and it was still on my layout back when they were redoing the basement, and he suffered that damage. That is my oldest locomotive. Well, oldest in terms of how long I've owned it. I have had that 7 years now. That's the longest I've owned a locomotive. Now I have other locomotives that are used that are much older, but in terms of one I bought, in fact, that was the first locomotive I bought. This guy right here, that guy. But, oh, that camera tilted again. Ugh, I just straightened it out before we went live. See, some people have problems with their trains. I have issues with cameras that like to just do the Batman crazy view. Anyhow, I gave this guy a pep talk because he has not run on the layout in months. I oiled him up and ran him in the other day like he was a new locomotive, you know, fresh out of the package, because I knew I was going to use him. But, yeah, that's a class 146.2. But, yeah, I very specifically gave him a pep talk. And then my Beethoven has been getting cussed out a lot because for some reason he's acting up. I can't get him to run smoothly. My little Beethoven. I would really like to run him because he's cool looking, but he's a weak puller, and the minute he pulls cars, he acts like he's pulling a 20-ton weight. That's screwed into the ground. So I don't know why he's acting up. I've tried cleaning the motor and stuff like that, and it's just not being cooperative. All right, so hey, Ben from Eagle Creek and Jim at Hover Motion. Awesome, nice to have both of you guys here. Mike from Piddle in the Mark. I'm sorry, not Mike. Mark from Piddle in the Marsh is here. Dino, that is a plan. I do plan. In fact, that would have been done by now, except my ICE3's decoder blew, and I've got to replace it. And like everything, I keep procrastinating, sending it out and getting it fixed. Basically, because the guy I normally go is not doing repairs right now. So I got to send it to somebody else. Now, if I just sent it to somebody else 4 months ago, I'd probably have it back by now. I don't want to try fixing it myself. That's too good a train. Because, yes, I have the ICE 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have IC1 and IC2. So the plan was, until it blew a decoder, I was going to run all my IC trains. The IC 1 and 2. And then the ICE 1, 2, 3, and 4 all together. But I got to get my ICE 3 fixed. So yes, I do plan on doing all the ICs and ICEs as one big thing. Like last week it was all red. That one would be almost all white with the red stripe. But yeah, and the thing is, I only have 5 trains that are double deckers, 2 which are the Red Regio bonds, and so I had to come up with another train, and I was like flipping a coin. Do I run one of the steamers or do I run a freight? And freight won the coin toss. Hey, Chris Hatchell, nice to have you here. Ray Bertelson, great to see you in here. Oh, I talk to myself too. Joyce and I both talk to ourselves, which is really tough when we're in the same room together, because we drive each other crazy because we're constantly, one of us is reading or working on something and somebody starts talking like, what? Oh, I'm just talking to myself. Oh, okay. Of course, that becomes a great way to get away with stuff. Stupid son of a... What'd you say, honey? I'm sorry, I was just talking to myself. I'm upset with something I did yesterday. It's a great way to get off of it. Yeah, Roger's been doing some of those helpful ones. Although, Roger, I got to tease you a little bit. The one you did on ballast, You know, we always try to make a point to say you have to do this, and then in that video, you did say you have to do this. Now, you did create the codicil that otherwise it just looks boring. Because I can't do that, Roger. If I tried to put grass and stuff in the middle of my rails, it would cover up the third rail nubs and create problems. So my track has to be boring. Oh, so high's already taken off. Well, that's the funny thing, Roger, is on camera, it's like, I don't want to say it's like teaching that I treat you like my students, but on camera, I go into performance Anthony mode, which is what I did for years. When the camera's off, I'm usually very quiet. And although the camera shows, because I can get like this and get very animated and very excited all the time, but I do have very quiet times. I just don't show it on the camera because I'm trying to keep people here for the 2 hours, 2.5 hours that I do the show. Well, that's the other problem, Leslie, is that, so I'll assume Joyce is talking to herself, and then 5 minutes later she'll say, "Are you listening to me?" "No, I thought you were talking to yourself." Paul's got the dad jokes going. Yeah, and yeah, the carpet's your ballast too. It just, because I always took my wargaming and my painting of figures very seriously. And like everybody, I went through stages. But the one thing I did learn is that of all the places, I can even handle cheaper paints, although sometimes they annoy me and I regret having bought cheaper paints. But the one thing I can't work, like if I'm just going to do general painting, then yeah, I can get a couple of cheap brushes. But otherwise, I look for quality name brands and pay the extra $2-3 per brush and get the brushes that I know are high quality, top-end hobby brushes. Hey, Eric's here. How are you, Eric? Ben, how you been? I read that you said you were busy today. Messing with the brakes. Andy says he's messing with the brakes. Oh, I don't miss messing with, if it breaks on a car. Oh, I've repaired so many over the years, but the last 10 years I now take it to somebody and pay the extra money. I just can't lay under cars anymore and do that. I used to do my own oil changes and brakes and wiring and everything else, and now I just hate doing it. You saw an overpriced O scale. I'm not surprised you didn't see a lot at an MRA show, although there's NMRA is international. Hey Rick, how are you? Now I have a train next week. I'll probably do a video because it's supposed to be here Tuesday. Now I did not buy this from Modell Bond Shop Lipa. I bought this off of eBay from Germany. Why it's taken this long to get it? It just hit America yesterday. And it's in New York City at the impound. And then from New York City, I believe it'll go, well, no, I think it will go from New York City. It'll go to Columbus or Detroit and then down to Toledo. But every now and then they go from New York inbound customs and then they go to Chicago inbound customs. And I find that weird. But I'm hoping I'll have it Tuesday, although they still are given a 10-day window of when I could get it. So what you've been working on today, Eric? But yeah, I won't keep you in too much suspense. I bought a steamer. I think I mentioned it last week. I bought a KPEV, the Prussian P8, based on advice from Jean Ricard and Evo here, because now they didn't say to buy this one. I just went looking and found one that should work on my system. Speaking of my system, I do have one other concern here. All of you who don't know Dean here at Model Railway Shed Dino, I hope I said that right. Yeah, Model Railway Shed Dino. Dino had done 00 trains, and he had a cool little layout, and decided he was done with UK 00. And was debating to go N-scale or do something else. And he made the momentous decision. He's gone Märklin 3-rail. He's joined the Märklin family based on a lot of research he's done, I hope, as well as my enthusiasm and some of what I've done. So now I am in constant aleatorical prayer, praying, please let it all work right for him. The last thing I want to see is Dino like, I just bought this stupid startup, said it won't work, the controller's stupid. I'm going to be like, oh no. But it's like OBS. I do basic OBS here, get all these cameras on, and so many people have tried to do it, and they just struggle with it. And I hate OBS. I'm like, yeah, but it works for me. Just stopping in to talk. Well, that's what it's all about. And the funny thing is, Dino, when she read the message you sent me, when she saw that, and said, he went Märklin, and I said, yeah. Joyce gives me a pat on the shoulder. She's like, you're an influencer, honey. He went Märklin? Look at that, honey. You're an influencer. And I'm like, oh, God, no. You made a vice choice. I think I'm more of an anti-influencer. People come to my channel and decide, nah, YouTube's not for them. But those that are just crazy enough to stay, and even crazier enough to actually enjoy this channel, drink up, fellow knights. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I lifted that wrong. I have to lift these things up so you can actually see my logo, because I pimp myself right and left now. All right, let's get some bigger camera views. Let's go to some of the quads. There we go. There's that slow little Alex running. Yeah, but you are influencing people, Roger. You're posting videos, giving good suggestions. You've influenced me. You know, you are an influencer. Hey, Arthur's here. Arthur, your 2 videos you posted yesterday, I didn't watch it till towards the evening, and one this morning. They were kind of making me feel bad with, you know, there's a lot of people that are commenting, great video, great video. I'm like, did you watch the video? He's kind of upset. Suddenly some of his trains aren't working right. No, and again, I jokingly say pimp myself. You know, yeah, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I do have stuff that we created at Spring, so it's on the YouTube channel. If somebody wanted to be stupid, we're not asking anybody to buy. We literally made this stuff so that we could buy it. And then back when I was doing Matt Clark, and we had some Matt Clark t-shirts like Randall Ellison was doing. I think this is the longest I've left this camera up. That's a good view, though. And as long as it's got some traffic, we'll keep it there. You mean Herman Munster? Oh, I missed the setup to that. You narrowly avoided the special livery. There's a million special Vectron liveries. Oh my God, Roco's made so many beautiful ones, and even Pico's got quite a few. But I really think Roco has gone insane. I think they're just sitting around going, quick, give us another livery that we can stick on the 193 Vectron. And because Roco's Austrian, I really should be trilling my R's. Quick! We must find another Vectron that we can stick the Roco logos on. The Roco logos. But yeah, I mean, a couple of videos earlier, you were having all those trains running, and it was awesome. I mean, your videos are always awesome to watch. I mean, your videos, I hope this doesn't sound wrong, Arthur, but your videos appease my ADD. There's always something going on. I bounce around and I catch something. That's why I've loved your channel for the last year or so I've been on it, and why I do promote you, because you're just fun. I love your let's just rock it attitude. I'm going to put trains up, and I'm going to have Star Wars and Legos and cowboys and Indians and plastic soldiers, and I'm going to have them all acting on my trains, and if you don't like it, too bad. I love that. I do miss your big castle. You may just have to get a generator, a power booster. Or like I said, I don't know, can you do that in O-Gauge? I don't know. Could you create a parking area, and the trains you're not running at that time, they would be on a separate power circuit. And of course, like any isolated area, once they cross over the isolated section, then they catch up onto the main power. But I know with the controllers you're using, that might not be possible. That's insane, Evo. When the Vectron first, well, I don't know if I could say when it first came out as an actual train. I don't know if I was paying attention to trains when it first came out. Probably not. But when I saw the first model of a Vectron and the first picture of a Vectron, I was like, it's kind of cool, but meh. And now I regret it, because I could have bought the Meriklin Vectron, which I really would have liked. And the whole Meriklin train. Now I would buy it, but it's too late. If you want it, it's a fortune. Yeah, that is my oldest locomotive, and I'm sure it doesn't. If it's pausing, I wonder if it's going up the incline. And if I gave him a little more power, he probably would be all right. But he is pushing. He's my old warrior. That is the one locomotive that has really been abused in my collection, and not even by me. Although I did knock it over once on the layout, but it has been. I don't know how to make a long story short. I tend to make short stories long. But we had to have our basement redone. We had water seeping in and everything else, and they had to put a whole new underground weeping system under the floor in the basement and around the house outside, and it cost us a fortune. The thing is, they visited us on a Monday of 1 week and said, okay, it'll probably be a month before we can get you into our schedule. And at the time, I just had a big, long table. I didn't have this layout. I can't imagine trying to do it on this layout. I would have had to take this layout completely down. But back then, I had a long table. Well, they literally called us up on a Monday morning, and said, hey, if we can come in on Wednesday, we'll chop 20% off the price. And you'll get it done now instead of having to wait 2-3 more months. Well, we said, okay, 20% off and getting it done now rather than later. Sure. Unfortunately, that meant we had to get the whole basement picked up and cleared. Well, I worked Monday and I took Tuesday off, and Joyce didn't take either day off. And we got everything in the basement, all the furniture packed up, moved out, and then I started boxing up all my trains, and I put them away, and it was midnight, and they're supposed to come in at 7:30 the next morning. I'm tired, and we're like, I've still got a ton of stuff on this table and nowhere to put it. And so we talked to them about it. We covered it up and said, no, there's enough room, we can work around it. And I'll tell my crew, just be careful and don't throw stuff on it. Well, 2 days later, I come down in the basement to see some work they're doing, and there's a couple of huge chunks of rock from the floor on the table, and they had nailed that locomotive. And they broke the pantograph on it. I fixed most of it. They cracked the shell of that one and my Nordwestbahn, but the Nordwestbahn, that was the only effect on that. But that one really took some abuse, and I had to do a little bit of work to fix it. But it runs well polling. This is the first time I've made it push up an incline since that day. So if it does pause, it just think of it as a limp. So there's a long story. All right, Mark, take care of yourself. Pete Webster is taking off. No, thank you for coming in. I apologize that I had some negative things to say at the start of the chat. It just was, unfortunately, it came up. Oh, Cayenne's awake. Did Lindy type in Cayenne's awake? I thought I didn't see her type, but of course I got talking there for a bit. Yeah, the old Fowler and AMS stuff, because over here in America it was AMS. I had an AMS slot car when I was a kid. Now that was cool. I like slot cars. In fact, for a few years when my kids were little, and we didn't have tables down here, we just had this big floor, I had a gigantic slot car. I just kept buying slot car sets and slot cars. We started with HO scale slot cars, and then I went up to 143, and then I went up to 132, you know, like models. Digital, and I finally did the Carrera digital 132. And we just had a mammoth 4-lane race car set. Just all kinds of ducks and bobs, ramps, and going down again and circling around. Massive one. My kids loved it. So I'm still missing my daughter. I didn't see where she came in and said he's awake. Damn. Wheelies Waja! God, I've been on this picture for a while. That's the wide angles. Oh, it's that one. The smallest loop. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's that 147. All right. Sorry, wrong one. Yeah, I've got them at such a slow speed, and yeah, I see. Now, all this time I was talking, and it was the wrong one. Yeah, I think I've got a bad track over there, because I've had a couple of cars that go over there, but most of my trains have no problem. I mean, if you guys watch the link classes, they go over there. But this is the second locomotive I had that goes over there and stops. I just told you that story, and it wasn't even him. It wasn't even the train. It was the other one. There you go. I'm an idiot. So it's that guy. Yeah. I'm going to do something here. I don't usually do it live, but... Oh, that would be cool, Evo. I'd appreciate seeing those. Yeah, well, I've got two double stuck. That one's pulling the those Hobby Trade, Loco re-releases of Hobby Trade. But yeah, I see. He's just over on that side. And yeah, I'm trying to think. Somebody else, one of my other locomotives, would slow down over there. But I haven't run this 147 in a long time either. And I did not run him in as well. Well, I'm going to do something here real quick. So I want to stop everything except for the UK trains. So I'll put the UK trains on. I'm going to change locomotives and see if that still creates an issue. There's floor cam. Floor cam. There you go. There. So you can still watch trains moving. Oh, come here, fella. You don't seem happy. So I'll set you up over here for now, and maybe we'll get the 143 we was running last week. Could be the 181, but the 143 was running really well last week, so let's see if this one has a problem, and then I'll know it's the Loco and not the... Let's get you on. This is probably not the best place. Put that in the way. Alright, Anthony. Stupid shaky fingers don't make anything easy, do they? Okay, that feels good. Okay, hooked up. Let's see if the 143, so I got to change that on the controls here. Boop. Boop. 143. Okay, everybody else can go motion. There you are. Okay, hang on. Let me go to the big cam real quick. Kyan! Hey, Kyan, Opa loves you. How you doing, little man? Okay. Opa loves you. All right, so now let's go to, let's see if I can. All right, let's see if this guy has trouble. Yeah. All right, so I probably got to replace a couple of pieces of track over there, I think. My my 648s don't seem to have any problem with that. And the 650 doesn't seem to have a problem, but he seemed like he was slowing down there too, but he also needs to get up to speed here too. So let me watch this and see if he slows down. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, that inner circle is probably my crappiest piece of track. There's also a little bump right in there, too. Now he's still slowing down. Oh, well, sorry about that, guys. That can be a bit of a distraction. Hey, Rick, how are you? Yeah, I got to run some things on the floor because they won't run on the layout. Just because I stupidly decided to buy a couple of DC trains. Now I've got 4 DC trains. And if I could get a hold of those TPE cars, I'd probably have a 5th train because I'd turn around and buy a Dapple 68 to pull them. I do love those. I like the TPEs. And if I could get a TPE 805, I think it is, or if I could get a, or if I could just get that new 5-car set they released. Either way, I like the Trans-Pennine Express, TPE Trans-Pennine Express. That's probably my favorite UK livery. And then Scott Rails number 2. Is there a depression with the studs? No. There's one problem, and again, it's only certain locos seem to deal with it. My 648. There is a bit where, let's see, I don't know. Well, let me go to the joist cam. That might help. Yeah, if you watch, and where can you put my pointing stick? Oh, well, I guess I'll have to use this thing. If you watch right here, there is, the table goes down for some reason. Even though the table was level, there is a depression. That's where I cut out. So I don't know if you can see that it goes down a bit. And that's why the cars flicker there. Because each of those cars has their own pickup. But on the other side is where the locomotive is slowing down, which tells me it's struggling either with the pickup, so it could be dirty track. It could be dirty track, or because the 143 I know is a fine loco, so I just might pass it off to dirty track and sensitive locos, because that class 147 is probably my weakest Märklin track, if I can, or weakest Märklin locomotive. It was great out of the box, but within 6 months it was just it did not like the incline at all. But yeah, I've got a couple locos. I think the Hercules is another one that does not like going around that interior, but I think it just needs cleaned. Fortunately, I do have an access point right there where I can lift it up and clean it. But again, if you guys paid attention, and I know you do, my EMUs and DMUs have no trouble on that section. It is strictly locomotives pulling cars. So that's one to ponder, why the EMUs and DMUs don't have a problem. But because the 650, the 648, the 648, the 440, and the 446 don't have any problem running over there. But even the 143 slowing down a bit, and I'm trying to think what was, I think it was the Hercules. That's the Alex Class 223 locomotive, which is running today. Let me see if I can focus that one in. Yeah, the greenish and white one coming toward you from the distance here, coming around. That one does not like that 6 loop, because those are the only locomotives I tend to run in there. I tend to run my, just my short units in there. They're both, well, I've got a Class 650 and then 2 Class 648s, and those tend to be the only ones I run on that lane. But every now and then I'll run the Hercules with a short, 2 or 3 cars, or the I'll run a Regio Bond, which would mean I run the Class 146, Class 143, but I don't think I ever ran the 143 on that loop before. But yeah, I think that track needs major league cleaning, so that's a project for me to get to. Welcome, my railway channel, to my railway channel. Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing this, where now when I add a moderator, it gives me managing moderator or standard moderator. You're all, to those who came in, I forgot to mention, everybody in here is knighted. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. You can post links to your channel if you want to advertise your channel. or a good video that's hobby train related, or a good comedy video, as long as it's not, I use that woke word, offensive humor, and by that just obviously something a little, you know, way, I don't even care about dirty, I more about just extremely racist, or just absolutely not acceptable for, but this channel is 16 plus. Yeah, the ESU Era 6 218 in ocean blue and cream is sold out. So I may have to look at getting the Pico version, because American's 218 isn't due out for until towards the end of the year. So I'm going to get the Loco 218, which is due out 2 months ago. Actually, I think that was due out back in November or October, and it's been delayed and delayed and delayed. Indeed, I've had those requests myself, Paul. The second request required being able to do the first request. And that's where I would get scared, Evo. That's just, I know maybe I should learn to do it, but yeah, I could also send it out and have it done. If I can find it at a price. Because, yeah, if I saw a Fleischmann AC and it said just needs new decoder, I would buy it, because Fleischmann was quality. You would know better than me, Evo, and Jim from Hover Motion was here earlier. Like any company, I'm sure they had their lemons, but when you talk about some of the better Germanic companies, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Fleischmann was always up at the top in terms of quality, it seemed like. At least that is the impression I've gotten from dozens and dozens of German modeling channels. Was that Fleischmann was just always top stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at the clock going, it's only 4:38. I thought it was already 5 o'clock. I was about to say, where's Joyce? But I guess that's because Kyan had to get up and go. Wow, that's way behind. That's better. Oh, I've been on this camera a while. I'm trying to leave the big cameras on. Let's go the 11 lane for a bit. And that camera got turned. Oh. Man, I set these cameras right before I went live. And then they just move on their own. Stand still, laddie! Yes, I talk to everything. I talk to cars, I talk to trains, I talk to cameras, controllers, video games. I talk to everything. If I were to ever learn how, I'd like to do what Jim at Hover Motion is doing and go with all these coreless motors. Everyone he and his buddy have installed into a train, it's amazing how much better they run and how smooth and consistent they are. Bernard, the problem is I am just crazy enough. I actually already imagine them talking back to me at times. Hey, Stefan, skål! My Norwegian Vikings here. Well, thank you. I enjoyed doing that live stream. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun doing that live stream. And it was fun buying people stuff. It was funny. I didn't buy anything for me, but I bought a lot of stuff for other people. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, you're lucky. I was just using this camera. Yeah, that you got here now. Because otherwise I wouldn't let you use it. Doot, doot, doot. There you are. Doot, doot. Whoops. Why did that just change? I didn't touch anything. I'm up above. Is it? Was this the touch screen? Let me see. Oh, it is. I forgot that laptop was a touch screen. All right, are you? Do I have you on camera? Do I have you centered?
Just put it up a little bit.
What?
Put it up a little bit.
There. How far up do you want it? I'll point it to the ceiling.
Get the microphone over here.
Yes, dear.
Mr. Sarcasm.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
It flew too fast. You got a lot of
I'm
people
sorry, dear. Oh, we only got 33 likes.
in there. 34.
Well, when I start off with a rant, I guess there's...
Oh, were you
You're not,
ranting?
oh, I started off talking about the... I did both. I decided I was fed up.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
I mentioned the comment on the Cayenne picture, and I mentioned the...
Yeah, gotcha.
And from
Okay.
there, I just went off on... Oh, I didn't name, but
Right.
they'll know I was talking about them.
Hey, hi Dino, hi Andy, hi Paul. Hi Rick, you and Lisa. Okay, hi Tom. Hi Bernard. Hi everybody. Let's cut that short there.
What did I just do?
I don't know.
Oh,
You,
oh, stupid.
did you just hit the stop?
Yep. No, I hit the complete reboot.
Whoops. So hi Eric, hi
Oh my
Vic.
god, that's what happened.
Hi Andy, again another Andy.
I
Hi
accidentally
John.
hit the system reboot.
Hi Leslie. Hi Eagle Creek. Eagle Creek. I know Eagle Creek. Hi Raymond. Hi
I'm gonna double
C-Gleis.
check it wasn't
Hi
something
March
else.
West.
Everybody's looking good, so
Ah.
yeah, I was leaning on the control system.
Hi Joseph. I'm fine. Hey, yeah. Hi Bernard again. Say what did he miss? So hey Bernie. I know he's just hitting buttons. He's hitting buttons he shouldn't be. Yeah, he's noticed. Hey Tim. Sukfut. Rest in peace. Well, you know what? The
Oh, okay, no. We
UK
got,
trains are.
yeah, we got somebody derailed.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
We got a short
Disaster.
in the
Oh, blue guy over there.
What blue guy? No, they're not even on.
They're not on? Why
No.
not? That's you run them on the same lane. But you
Yeah,
usually-
but that's a parking lane.
you usually use that lane, I thought.
Who derailed?
So I don't know. It'd be nice if it could tell you.
Well, it actually tells you to some degree. I'm wondering if it was the those guys. My problem is I had my hand on the restart
Right.
system. But
All right. Well, it'll be a minute until he figures out what he did wrong, or what went wrong. You know, guys.
Okay, found him.
Oh, found. Okay. You know how that is.
Yeah, this was, dare I say, stupid on my part.
Oh.
got my longest cars on the shortest track. I think I'll just leave that off because first I was
Okay.
having problems with the one. I'll just shut.
Well, why don't you have one of those guys on the short track?
Because I wanted to run all my double deckers.
Fair. Okay.
I had a
All right.
theme.
Well, yeah, we got it.
I had a theme that one day my trains would all run as double deckers.
So anyway, yep, it's good. All's good. All's fine. If you haven't hit that like button, y'all, hit the like button, please. I really got to revamp Daisy. It's time to do voices again. Woohoo!
Yeah, Daisy's got a lot to say this series.
Yeah, she's got a lot. And yeah, it's interesting who has a lot of lines and who doesn't.
Oh, other way. You've been doing really well. This is the problem. This is why I want these moved.
You want what move?
The mobile stations.
Gotcha. Are you figuring new things out, or are you putting them somewhere else? Where else would
I've
you
got
put
to
them?
decide how I'm redesigning all this.
And that's where they're all plugged in, for heaven's sakes.
All right, which one? Okay, there we go.
Alright, we're bringing the cup home.
Okay, so it
Good.
was just bad timing. But yeah, those are the true 187 scale hobby trades, and
Gotcha.
they ran well in testing, and they actually ran well for an hour and a half. They ran well for about an hour and a half,
Is it
and then
looping
just now.
itself?
Well, it might have just finally caught an angle there
Yeah.
or something. So I'm just going to leave that one
Oh,
part.
wow. Dutch Railways had a badger nest problem last week. Those are real train problems. Digging holes in the track foundations. That's scary.
Yeah.
You could have a major disaster derail doing that.
Why do you need to psych yourself up, Andy? Your live streams on Sundays are great.
Yeah, they are good. Great.
See? Joyce even watches.
I do. At least to a point.
Well, yeah, you do get up and do things,
Yeah.
and you're on your phone.
You know, I don't sit well.
Well, you don't sit and watch TV
I
well.
got an email. Oops, call payroll.
Oh, no.
They changed the bank's name. Put charters. Put citizens.
Oh, my God.
Like it couldn't.
Oh,
That-
wow. You did not... You were not ready to go
No,
down
I wasn't. And it
Wow.
all felt like a good idea. So I'm like, I changed his name. I got
Hey, race fan, how
I
are
gotta
you?
change it on the card. So, but everything else is the same, and then they needed me to update my the phone number because payroll still has the house phone.
Oh,
So it's all done. It's all good. We take care of.
dope.
We've
Dope.
taken care of a
Dope.
lot of things today.
Dope. Dope.
It's been a very productive Friday, really.
And that was on the second form you filled out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I balanced the checkbook. I didn't do it for a month.
Has it only been that long?
Yeah.
God,
did it
I
a
thought
month
you'd gone
ago.
like 2 or 3 without
No,
balancing it.
I made myself sit down and do it a month ago.
We haven't had to do it.
I know we
okay, it
haven't,
was
but
last month.
still,
It was last month where you finally
I
caught
know.
up.
So like, I gotta do it.
Okay.
Oh man. So anyway, no, it's been a weird day,
So
and I've
just
made
how
some weird
broke are we
things.
really now? Or did you find we had more than you thought we had?
No, it's about where it should be.
Oh, okay. It's about where you thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, you do have to go through and write
See,
everything
I knew
down.
I should have just. What I should have done was run the
Oh, this
big
is
guys. I should have run the ESUs on the big outer loop with the radius 5 curve. Honey, you've got 18, 20 inches between your face.
Yeah, but you're waving it.
Yeah, like I'd ever do that.
Well, not on purpose.
Well, there's that.
You have whacked me accidentally before, and vice versa.
Yes.
Yes.
I was going to say, this is not a
Almost.
one-way street.
No, it is not a one-way street for sure. You'll
Your
be
hand has
fine.
slipped and
Fine,
nailed me
of course
pretty
you
good,
will.
too.
Oh, of course it has.
At least I thought it was an accident. See? You were about to hit me, and that's like you went like no, you went like
Oh.
like oh wait, I'm on
Oh, I
camera.
like that.
I'm on
Feels
camera.
good. You should get some more?
I know, I should have been a masseuse.
Yes, you should have.
But then I'd been touching all kinds of women.
Oh, you're right. No,
I probably
right.
would have gotten fired at day 2 or 3.
Oh, shoot. No, you wouldn't.
Oh, the temptation!
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
According to anybody I've ever given a back rub to, I'm really good at it.
He is really good at it. He's got wonderful hands.
And even the shakes only create a vibration effect, so it's even better. Here, honey, let me give you rub that sore shoulder for you now.
Ooh.
Oh, that feels good and
That is
vibratory.
so good. Oh, well. So anyway, never mind us.
We're trying to keep it PG today, kids.
We were trying. You said Lindy was in with Cayenne?
Yeah, and then they said they had to go, so I don't know.
Oh.
Did she
She
keep
maybe had the car and had to go pick up Chris.
Yeah, but it was too soon to go pick them up, wasn't it? Maybe
Not
they had to run to
really.
the store first. or
I think he
something.
gets off a wee bit earlier on Fridays.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Well, thank you, Jim. Did you go running upstairs real quick to get the computer? I was talking about 10, 15 minutes ago about that Jim would tell me that about Fleischmann Evo, and that everything I've always heard is how good Fleischmann was, that they were
Oh, wow.
like higher quality than Märklin or like and Brava. I've never owned a Fleischmann except for those 4 cars I now have, which actually I own because of you. Those were the 4 you picked out and said, "Oh, just buy those." So the locomotive, well, since you actually picked those out, is that considered your first train?
I didn't think so.
Because its locomotive is coming this week, and maybe we can name it the Joyce Express,
Well, if you want. Yeah,
or
chocolate
or
bar.
I got one, the Bouncy Bahn. No, you don't like Bouncy Bahn? I think how
No.
appropriate if we're gonna name a German train after you, it'd be the Bouncy Bahn.
Well, this falls off in one direction. Huh. Weird.
Chocolate heartburn? Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like almost a happy problem, but heartburn sucks, so. Chocolate sounds good, especially good chocolate.
Yeah.
We're how many months away?
2.5.
2.5? Yeah.
Not
Woo!
even 2.5, almost just 2.
Really? It's
What's
just-
today?
it's the
2 in a
24.
week. 2 months in a week.
Woohoo!
2 months in a week. 2 months and 10 days.
Italian ice cream. Oh, buddy.
That means 2 months and
is
10 days.
So lecker.
2 months and 10 days. We're meeting Jean Ricard.
Wow, Jean. Did you hear that? 2 weeks and 10 days.
Oh, right. We're excited about that. Right.
We are.
We're excited about that. Right.
Bouncy Bon.
Yeah, the Bouncy Bon.
Ah,
Bon is, well, you probably already know that,
I don't
Eric, but
think-
Bon is, for anybody who doesn't know, Bon is German for railway.
I think we're not paying attention to chat enough.
That train has class. It's a Prussian train. And I'm German, and I still can have an attitude about the Prussians.
Mazakrat.
Yeah, Raymond, we can't use...
What is Mazakrat? Rot.
Oh, Mazakrat. That's basically, it's
Red.
tin. It's tin rot.
Oh, okay.
It's
do mean
it's
rot, okay.
cheap metal that decays, rots away, and it's not the usual rust.
Wow, that's weird.
And it's from, I forget which one. It's a high content of tin. Which one is it? It's like too high a content tin in the metal, something like that, or not tin.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember which one. Nickel? No.
I don't know.
Bronze? Brass? No.
I don't know.
Not lead.
Somebody knows. You can tell us. Mazakrat. Magnesium zinc with unwanted lead in it.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you. I was
Tin
trying to
plate.
remember. So it's magnesium and zinc metal, but it has the lead
so
in it,
this
and
affects
yeah.
older.
It translates, as Jean Ricard said, tin plate, because
So
Mazak
zinc,
is,
zinc pest. Yeah.
yeah. Although tin is Blech in German. Blech is tin.
Wow, 112 euros? Pounds?
Dollars.
Dollars.
That's a dollar sign,
That is a
honey.
dollar sign.
That's a dollar
I know,
sign.
I was trying to translate
S
it.
with the
though.
lines.
Wow. Yeah.
And you're not even the one who tends to deal with the
know.
euro money. That's me.
Oh.
I've got the English pounds and I've got the euros. I gotta remember
No,
where I put those.
it's all these things, and it confuses me now. I guess I don't know. Makes it expand and become brittle. Gotcha. Your teeth
lead
are
collected
made
in
from
the
it.
butt.
Oh.
Yikes, teeth.
Hi, Karen.
Does the driver wear a pickle halba? Well,
Zamoko?
we'll find out. Since Joyce, in fact, maybe we'll do a special video where Joyce gets to run it. She'll initiate it since it's her train, and she can wear her Prussian pickle halba while we run your Prussian train.
Just a
Clink,
little
shut up.
Zugros.
Wait, come on,
Alright,
honey, here's your opportunity, your joke, your one joke.
Are you happy to see me, or is that your pickle halba?
You gotta do it the other way. Is that your pickle halba?
Is that your pickle halba, or are you happy to see me?
Bingo, there you go.
Sorry, I don't even get my lines right. Man.
Oh.
I don't know, I got a lot done today, but I don't think I'm real sharp.
Hey, Alan's here. Hiya,
Hey, Alan, how you doing? I was gonna go.
Now
to
the club,
It's
you know,
Al.
when Alan walks in, it should be
Lord
like
Al,
that old
right.
show, Norm! Cheers, that's
Yeah,
what it
Cheers,
was. I hated
yeah.
Cheers.
I know.
A lot of the guys at college liked Cheers, and I hated it.
Lead tags from the bundles of 10. Oh, interesting.
Thank you. I knew it was, I started with 10
I
and it
always
was
mess
lead.
it up, Eric. Like every single time. I've got one line and I never deliver it straight.
Well, you got plenty of lines. You get the
I have
key
a
lines,
few.
right? Hit the live buttons, Jonah.
Hit the live
You gotta
button.
get
I
into
got
Daisy
that
because
one.
Daisy's got a
Oh,
lot of
I
lines.
got a lot of Daisy.
And you're gonna show all kinds. Oh, and Lil doesn't
Lil
have.
has some.
She has some lines,
Yeah,
but her
you're
biggest
right.
lines are
She's
yet
not.
to come.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
At the end?
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah, I know you.
I've got all the characters going, and now that I've rewritten that one scene,
Numb
the
arm,
last
numb
the
arm,
last
numb arm dies. What's going on with your arm,
arm guys. What are you doing?
His arm was dying. It was like, you shaking it? What was that?
I won't even begin to.
Okay, just don't. Just
Yeah,
don't.
you're with me now, right?
Just don't.
Naughty child.
Just
This
don't.
is we try to keep some decorum in here, and Jean Ricard likes to play off like you're some sort of sweet innocent angel, and then you do stuff like
And
that
what's
live
the
on
problem
camera.
with that?
I want you to think very hard.
No, was Jean Ricard thinking I'm an angel?
Oh. Roger, Cheers was good. I hated Cheers. Didn't like any characters on it. Cheers and Cheers, Friends, and Seinfeld, the three most critically acclaimed shows, and I thought all three of them sucked.
I got a lot of friends on sleepless nights when the kids were watching,
Oh, gotcha.
just, continuous shows.
She's the
What
angel
am I
on the
trying to
Demon
say?
Show.
Oh.
Oh, Jean Ricard.
Oh.
Well,
I
after
liked
we keep saying we are how we
liked-
appear on camera,
Hill Street Blues
Hill Street Blues was good.
and Taxi was good.
Taxi was funny. At least early on. I think its last few years. It
Agreed.
hovered on
It
too
did
long.
lose, yeah.
But I like the stupid ones. I prefer comedy. Although again, Friends, Cheers, and Seinfeld were all supposed to be comedies. Perhaps you should have been born 5 years later. Then you'd be Hot Dog Pilot 68, right?
Right.
Which is what they're saying.
And you'd be younger than us.
All the guys, and at least one gal, are here.
Oh, yeah. So like I said, if you haven't hit that like button, let's get Anthony up to 50 today. A tough paper round.
Well, there's always a few missing for various reasons. There's David Cook and Colin White, who were longtime regulars on this channel,
Elvis
but
is
jobs
here.
and life have made it hard for them to be on Fridays.
Elvis is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has entered the building. Well, thank you very much.
From Brazil.
Hello, Elvis. Welcome. We got a night shoe. Yeah, they've got something new here.
Oh.
Wait. Dude. Left click. There we go. Add as moderator. Now it gives you a choice, managing moderator or standard moderator. So now you have a level.
Gotcha.
And now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table.
There you
Welcome,
go.
Elvis. Sadly, the only Portuguese I speak is Google. Although I could say bom dia and obrigado, and that's about it. But anyhow, you are free to advertise your channel if you have one. Welcome to our happy little chat. I run German trains on a big table that some people call a layout, that I just call my train table. But we are a multinational show.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, there's Nancy. How are you, Nancy?
Yes, we are a multinational show. Oh, sure. Put a
Yeah,
flag
she
up.
got trains running again for the first time in a
Well,
while.
yeah, we saw her video this morning.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
right. You watched that one. Yeah, she
Part of it.
because
I
the
was
last
running
three videos were yesterday or the day before, and she was showing all the stuff she bought.
Right. So anyway, tell Elvis what you do. Shouldn't you?
Absolutely nothing.
You do a little more than that.
I do nothing.
Okay, well, he's learning to speak English, so nicht so schnell.
Ich mache nichts. Nicht so schnell.
No, it's not even close. We've been to Miniature Wonderland many times. So no, this would not fit even a little room. But it is a nice big train. He took up the entire basement, and yes, I let him.
So I run German trains. Alemania. No, that's Spanish. I forget, because every language refers to Germans by whatever tribe they had shared the border with. So, like in French, they're Alemania. Another language, they're like the Polish word for German is Saxon. Those Nazis.
Yeah, Raymond, the model trains in Wonderland are just incredible.
Well, I think Raymond's
but the
been there.
scenery is
Raymond, you've been to
Well,
Miniature
really
Wonderland, haven't you?
the scenery is what takes it for me. You know, I love the trains. I love the planes. Those are so cool. I love the boats.
Wow,
But
this
the
is our fourth
the
movie
scenery
today.
is like wow.
Andy Simo, welcome.
Wow,
Welcome.
hi Andy
Let's
Simo
knight you.
from Yorkshire.
And now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table.
Yeah, so yeah, everybody is free to advertise their channels, and we hope that
Links
you
to
do.
good videos, train or
Yeah.
comedy related.
You just can post anything you find interesting, and yeah, so
I run
Anthony models, yeah,
modern era,
right.
mostly. I do have some older. Central European, so German, Austrian, Czech Republic. That's it for now. I don't have anything Swiss or French.
We keep going. this
Thank
week.
heaven for no French trains. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's something else. It is
Thank
something else.
heaven for little girls.
We've been there 8 times.
He was so wrong. Big girls are much
For
more.
sure.
I'm sorry, what?
We were there. How many times have we been there? 8 times.
5 to Miniature Wonderland.
I'm expanding
Going on
it.
6.
And every time we go, there's more. There's more there, and
Oh, that's it. Yeah, we've
It
been there
is.
5 times.
it just because it's about every 3 years on average. There's just so much more to see.
Indeed.
And it is so super. So anyway, we want everybody to be comfortable here and have fun. And yeah.
Just enjoy. All we do is chat
Yeah.
about anything except politics.
That's right. No politics and no religion.
No dramas.
No drama. I suppose you talked religion a little bit. There could be something French there. Well, let's say not intentionally. Anything France.
My car collection. I don't know anything in my car collection that would officially be French. Maybe, I don't know, the Rheingolds are similar to the CIWLs, but they're not CIWLs as far as I know.
Yeah, we were thinking of popping into France, but yeah, maybe not in June. Yeah, they're HO scale.
And yes, yeah, HO scale, German,
3 rail,
3 rail. Yeah, it's Märklin.
C-Track.
Yeah, this old trooper is doing well. They were telling me that they were saying the Regio was slowing down, and I assume they meant this guy because that's the old Warrior. That's the oldest Loco I now own in terms of how long I've owned it. In fact, it was the first Loco I bought. I bought the ICE3, and then I bought him.
SNCF? Ah, okay, you said it wrong. SNCF for the France?
Well, no,
French?
I know SNCF is the French, but the CIWL cars that they used for
Ooh, he's defending himself, Sean.
that the CIWL
Got
cars
40
they
people
used
in
on
here.
the whatchamacallit, the Orient Express. I thought those were all French made, French design, French made.
Super Lee.
Super Lee?
He smashed the like with the sledgehammer.
No, that's too aggressive.
Oh, don't break it. We don't want you to break it. You love the white train on the back wall.
Been listening.
Which white train do you have on the back wall?
Oh, there's the Eurostar.
Yeah.
Is the Eurostar considered French? I consider it UK, and it has the Beatles on it.
It has the Beatles on it, so we don't care where it's from.
I mean, not some French band.
Sorry to hear that, Happy.
Which
I'm
one?
glad you're helping out. Happy Valley. He's popping in and say hi.
Oh,
He's going
hi,
to benefit
Edward.
for someone whose house is burned down. That's pretty awful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Thank you, Elvis.
Well, if they have a Facebook page or something, donation page,
Yeah, you
drop
could
us
put
an email.
there's a
or
GoFundMe or something of some kind. We'll help chip in.
We'll throw something.
The
into
metal
it.
ones are French designed interiors. Okay.
All right, Ifo,
Yeah.
educate me again. What does modified Gruppe? All right, just go with. I know what modified means. What is Gruppe 28?
Yeah, what does it stand for?
Okay, so that's what I was thinking, Ifo. Is that I don't know if the cars.
Thank you.
Just to me, the Orient Express, I know it went through many countries, but to me, it was always French. It was French
Yeah.
run. Hey!
Yeah, we are. Yes, that is a bus station.
God, I
That
forget
is
his name.
the
See, this one I forget the
Delmenhorst.
name.
That is the Delmenhorst bus station.
Vintage Märklin. He lives up by Kiel, and he's always filming at the Kiel Canal.
Oh yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen 'em.
yeah.
Oh, you have very cool videos. I like them.
And he also has, he runs the old
That's so pretty.
1950s, 1960
Yeah.
Märklin tin
Of course
trains
they
on
do
the
that with
on
their-
the M track.
You're an American guy with a 3-year-old in Philadelphia.
Oh,
I always
Ian.
I always admire the scenery for Ian too. Just reminded me. Yeah.
We'll go to that view again for a bit.
Yeah. So anyway, right. So we just
Hey, Raymond Anthony's here. Hi,
Elvis-
Raymond. Nice to have you here.
Elvis has left the building. You couldn't wait to say that, could you?
Well, I hope you will come back and join us each Friday.
Yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building. Thank you very much. Honk, honk, of burning
So
trains.
hi, Lehigh.
What, you see, you mentioned him, and there he is.
Yeah, right. You're right. That is funny.
Well, that's happened 3 times in the show already.
I know, that is weird.
I mentioned Jim, and he shows up, and then I mentioned somebody else, and he shows up. And now you mention Ian, and he shows
yeah,
up.
I say, Ian, I love this scenery.
$1 million, $1 million, $1 million.
Love the scenery in your really $1 million, $1 million. We need $1 million. Maybe that check will be $1 million.
Oh God, no. Shit.
So, anyway, yeah, Ian, I love your scenery. That is such
I
a
hate
pretty
to say this,
part of
and you can punch
Pennsylvania.
me. You can punch me live on camera if this offends you. But if that check were $1 million, oh, I am going miniature Wonderland down here.
My million.
Oh, damn! Oh! The word "my" just got tossed into the ring.
sugar. You won 10 quid on the postcode lotto. That's nice.
Cool.
It's fun to win money, even if it's 10 euros. Or, excuse me, 10 pounds.
Well, now you got me looking at it, Epo, and I really think this is the Valero version, but I can't swear to it. But then again, this is from 1999.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, so who knows? Maybe we do have a, maybe we do
Is this
have
the
a French
GEC
turkey.
Alstom version?
That's all right, honey. Just put it out there. Let everybody else tell you where your trains are from.
No, but if it's French, it's going back.
Andy wants a loan with this big 10 quid win. The Valero has an IC3 nose.
Well, this one has it looks a
Okay.
bit like an ICE3. I know the Valero has a slightly more stunted nose than the ICE3. At least the Valero 406s. Is there any other Valero?
Sounds great, Andy Simo Simpson. Got all your hobbies. That's on one channel. That's super. Model railway food.
Something for everyone.
Something for everyone.
Cool.
Where you
All
going?
right.
You
Back
gonna
up.
get
Step
it?
out of the way.
Oh, sorry, I went the wrong way.
Get off the way, woman. Hey, normally I charge to do that.
What? All right, I think he's getting his Loco, but he has to squeeze back over there to get it.
It's all in the mind, you know. Ah! Whoop. Doing the French Misty. What? All right.
You have a
Beatles.
Valero D on order.
Beatles.
Sorry, Andy, didn't mean to
All right,
ruin your
Epo.
sensibilities. It was just friendly. Well, 30 pounds isn't going to break the bank. Probably not. An ETE layout. Okay.
So what do you think? Does that look Valero or
So he
does that
says
look French?
vents on the engine is the Alstom LE. IE? IE. Alstom IE. So what did that make it? You got the blue version of the Eurostar.
It's the Beatles version of the Eurostar.
And he bought it because it was the Beatles.
I bought it because it was Beatles.
He was not worried about whose it was. It does look nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a
Super.
beautiful train. I mean, it's Beatles, so
That's
it's
great.
beautiful.
Subscribe to each other. That's spread the love.
It's and all four cars is just stuff from the Beatles fantasy cartoon
Right.
Yellow Submarine,
Right.
which of course the Beatles did not do the voices for,
And
except for the
it's-
little bit they did at the end.
Pretty. All in the mind, you know.
It's all in the mind, you know.
Yeah, see, I can't do it.
I've got blisters on my fingers.
All together
All together now. Once upon a time, and maybe play. So you're thinking that's the Alstom one?
So he thinks
You're
it's French.
you're Beatles. You can't be French. You're Beatles.
Oh, well, a little mourning
Tragedy.
here. Just a little mourning for just a short time.
So,
Oh.
welcome to the channel that still offers more cameras than any other model railway channel on YouTube that I'm aware of.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's just, you know, it's one of those things to beat because people are definitely adding a lot of cameras. And they're asking Anthony how to do it. Anthony, you have a lot of cameras. Can you help me?
Indeed, indeed, indeed. It is a lot. But, yeah, like I say, what we lack in quality, we make up for in quantity.
Here's John. John's been around, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not knighted.
Well, let's take care of that.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're up to 7. That's awesome, Lee.
Yeah.
I still think Anthony is a real health risk if you're trying to watch this on a phone.
Well, that's what. Well, even Robert
Hey,
from Robert's
welcome,
Train
John.
Set complains that he, you know, if he
Hey,
watches
you
on the
did
TV.
kill your
Oh, I gotta clear you a night at the rhomboid table.
Come on, you gotta do all your sticks.
I don't need to do my shtick. Steve the plumber is doing it on his stream.
That's true. You do.
Were you catching that the other
in our
night? Except he was
barroom.
saying round table, and we don't do the round table. We're the
we do
rhomboid
rhomboid.
table. We are knights of the rhomboid table.
Knights of the rhomboid table. We post whenever we're.
All right, good night.
Oh wow! I'm sorry, Leslie.
We're knights of the round table. We stream when we are
I
able.
still think
We
he
have no
just-
skill.
He needs to be able
But my
to
local
just
skill.
program this to just go from camera to another camera to another camera, so you don't have all 12 or what do you have at one time?
At this view, we have
I
12.
really don't know.
We have 12. I can go 13 if I opt up on the GoPro.
Okay, gotcha.
Plus, I do have 2 cameras upstairs I could reattach. if I feel Heath is getting too close,
Gotcha.
then
Ah, dang it.
we're going even more.
Heath, don't add any more. You've got plenty. Yeah, he's got more.
Oh,
than
I've
me.
got more than Heath. Absolutely.
Yeah, but now that you said his name, he's gonna come in. Night, Crossways.
Last I knew, Heath was up to 8.
Yeah, influencer. That's not the first time he's heard that today.
No, I already told him that story that you did that.
Yeah, Andy is a 50-incher, or Helen is a 50-incher. I don't think we're PG anymore.
Don't you mean millimeters?
That would be a little unrealistic indeed. And uncomfortable.
But yeah, the phone,
I have to say it 3 times, right?
I don't know. I mean, I could look on my phone and watch myself.
Why?
Why not?
Give yourself a like.
I got to give myself a like. There you go.
Yeah. No, I liked him on my,
We're Knights of the Rhomboid Table.
I
We
do
run
have
dreams as we
my,
are
I
able.
finally made my account on my school one, so I liked him on there. I had 2
I lack fine skills,
two
but my Loco
subscriptions
skill.
on my school YouTube channel, and then one of them
And my layout's
disappeared.
high up able.
Really sad. I liked that one. It was exercise things the kids liked.
Okay, let's see what this looks like.
Yeah, right. We tried that one. $1 million, $1 million, $1 million.
Oh, wait, I got to go through the commercials first.
Of course you do.
It's my channel. Why are you giving me commercials on my channel?
Maybe you'll buy it. I can play that game.
Yeah, I think I'll buy that one. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, my screen's the size of a small TV.
You have a huge screen.
Bing, 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 bing. All right.
All right, that's a more realistic screen. No, it's not because we're on commercials. It started with you.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got somebody out there that's trying to watch me on a flip phone complaining.
Yeah,
Make the
Danny
picture
has
bigger.
1,000 subs. I saw that on Facebook. That's wonderful.
Which one?
Danny did.
Yeah, Danny hit 1,000.
Right,
yes.
that's nice.
Hey, I was number 700 and something with Danny.
Okay.
So I was a trendsetter. No, no, Danny was in the 500s when
You
I
can
joined.
recommended your own channel? That's funny.
Well, if I don't recommend it, who is?
Yeah, really.
There you go. Ah, that's still not bad. People can see. But yeah, like
No, that's terrible.
Robert and who else? Robert will say.
Better if you go sideways.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
he just
Now
left.
I don't have the...
Bernie, who actually was here. I should have had you say hi. Maybe you did say hi.
I did say hi to
Because he was
Bernie.
okay. Because he wasn't chatting much.
Yeah.
Bernie,
I saw him in
will,
enough to say hi.
Bernie will give me grief that there's too many cameras and it's hard to see everything.
Right.
Hey, there's Randall Ellison. He's back.
Hey, Randall. Oh, the girls.
Danny is definitely a real good guy.
Yeah, Danny is a great guy.
We only had an hour together in London,
Oh,
but
super.
wow, it was awesome.
Yeah, we met him in London with the son, and
Oh, they
yeah.
all know that. Well, most people do.
that was fun.
He was so happy too. That
Mm-hmm.
was me meeting Alan and Jim and everybody else.
No.
Now I was happy to meet Andy.
We were, yeah,
and,
it was cool.
Danny too. I was happy to meet Danny too.
Hey, Nancy. Nancy Nancy Mueller.
It's Nancy Mueller. Oh my God,
Mueller.
Mueller. I sent an email, never got one back.
Ah, gotcha. Well, it is what it is.
It's been a while. How are you guys doing up there in frozen, snowed under
Oh,
Canada?
we're not bragging or anything, are we?
Who?
St. Blazy.
Is Roger bragging?
Yeah, Roger, that's his name. I
There was
want
a double joke
spreadsheet.
there.
I know. I want a spreadsheet.
Honey, am I the first man you were ever with? Why does every man ask me that?
Oh, that's scary. Did we scare all the new people out?
Did I?
I don't know. Elvis
Maybe.
left.
They get overwhelmed.
They could be.
Well, Elvis has appearances at McDonald's around the world, he estimates.
Rode the ski train to Austria?
Ooh, that could be fun.
I guess I don't
Unless
know
it's the ski train
I
where
don't
you
know.
actually ride a ski out hanging from the back.
Oh, that really
Which on a
could
rail
be
jet would
fun.
really suck.
You get really tired, though. Man, that would be fast. Holy
My
cow.
arms, my
Woo.
arms! That's a visual joke. isn't it?
Oh, Roblox. That is such the thing between 4th and probably 8th grade, I would think. I know my 4th graders are really into Roblox. My 5th graders were into Roblox. They're twin trains, serious. Models
doing
on the
that.
outside, toys on the inside.
Trying to hang on to the ski.
How to hang on.
Ah,
Wow.
they said ski train. I thought it was
That
to
would
take a
be
ski.
quite a...
No,
What
that's
did
how
you
you
go
ride.
on me for?
There you go.
Yeah, but why? My weird expressions I make. Go somewhere else, honey.
Oh, we want to do a Transalpine train.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Yep, it would be.
I would agree.
Yep, we want to do.
Well, and Roblox is for the younger generation.
Well, if you suggest Baby Shark, we're out of here.
Ah, it's the baby. Nobody's
I don't even know
introduced
how
that
that
to
song goes.
Cayenne yet.
Do I
you
shop
shop
at the
at
Miracle Stop?
Stop. No.
Oh, the Miracle Shop, I see. No,
Probably shop. No.
anything. Well, let's see. I don't want to say.
Okay, we haven't yet, but we are going to go
Be there.
to the Märklin shop
Märklin
in Stuttgart,
Let's go to the
outside of Stuttgart.
Yeah, we are going to the Miracle
That's
Museum
on
and
the-
Miracle Shop and
That's
everything.
that's on the plans this summer.
But the only place in Europe I have bought trains from.
Oh, is it only one besides Märklin?
No.
You did
The
the one
one
on
for-
the Rhine,
The 146 we bought in Oberwesel.
and you bought your first train in Oberwesel, the same place.
No, I bought a car.
Yeah, you bought a car. Yeah,
So
you're
I'm
right.
talking actual running equipment. So we bought that in Oberwesel in 2019.
It was from Christchurch
Yeah.
to Greymouth on the west coast. Greymouth. Nice.
Christchurch to Greymouth. Okay, that's the New Zealand Transalpine.
Oh, all right. Oh.
But we are going to be in. We're planning on going to New Zealand
We
next
are.
year,
Yeah.
14 months from now.
Wow. That's overwhelming. I still can't get over the flight. Let alone getting there. I can't get over the flight. And I'm probably a little worried about the spiders.
He says there's a guy that looks like
I
Elvis
know.
that works at his chip shop.
Yep. Says he's
You want
he's
'em-
Elvis.
Oh, see, you want them deep fried
Oh,
or?
it sure is. It sure is. And we're going to do a lot more than model trains. I am very sure of it. But we're going to ride on a lot of trains.
We're riding a lot of trains.
Yeah, we're close. We're 49. I know y'all can do it. So guys and gals, please hit the like button.
And if Daisy knows you can do it, you can do it.
That's right. Yeah, Aussie spiders or New Zealand spiders. Anthony doesn't like the size of the spiders here in Toledo. Spuda?
A spuda.
A spuda.
A spion. No, that's a spy.
I know so, John. I do help with the plans. I found a Rodelbahn. Is that what you call it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I found a Rodelbahn for our
Rodelbahn.
Rodelbahn. Yeah, the accents are all wrong. When we are in the Black Forest, I found one that we're gonna zoom down the side of the
No
mountain.
plan gets made without her approval.
Well, now that woohoo, 51, awesome sauce. So, sorry,
Did you just say awesome sauce?
fourth grade speak there.
You really said awesome sauce. Who are you and where's my real wife?
Fourth graders all day long, and they didn't today. I took a personal day. That's
Exactly,
Why
and
that's why
you've
I
been-
look rested. But I'm sorry, it fell out because it was good.
Yeah, and what'd you do? You went uptown and kept filling the wrong form out, or filling the form in
I'm
wrong.
not sharp.
And then you told him the wrong
I
thing.
woke up weird, but I just need to change the card. I won't do that again. You
Your
could
car
have.
says citizens.
No, it doesn't. It's a card we got when we opened up the account. It says Charter Bank.
No, you got.
Yes, it does.
I don't have mine.
You don't have one.
No, because I got the new one that
Okay.
has.
What? No warnings? No confirmation on those spiders, Kiwi Dave? All right, nice. Glad you came in.
All right, Kiwi Dave, take care.
Yeah, I have not been sharp today. That's the absolute truth. So it's probably
Hey,
a
Lincoln
bad day
Road
to do
is here. How are you
everything
doing,
I
sir?
did, including balance the
What's up?
checkbook. Oh,
Yeah, which is great
Right.
because as off as you've been on almost everything else
that's what I'm
today.
saying. I'm very.
Honey, I balanced the checkbook.
listen
We
again,
have
I-
$10 million.
I was- Go ahead, buy 12 more trains.
I'm quitting my job tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding.
You wouldn't retire. If you won $10 million in lottery, you wouldn't retire.
I'm not sure that's true anymore. That
Oh,
was
you'd say-
true 10 years ago. That was very true.
3
Now,
years ago.
not so sure anymore. I think I would take my retirement, please.
And then you would go around and get another job because you would sit here for a week
Ah,
unemployed and go,
maybe
I
I
need a
would
job.
just do something for fun. Yeah.
Like what?
I don't
Volunteer
know.
at the school?
Well, I don't think I do that. Although on the other hand, maybe come in and just help do bulletin boards.
In the UK, it is 9:26.
Wow.
Teachers always, well, it depends on the school, but teachers have it rough. But, you know, the thing is, we
9:26.
go into the job, teachers are prepared usually, and I know everybody's going to bring up stories of all the teachers they hated,
We know there's bad ones out there.
but the thing a teacher
still
is
the
not
railway.
prepared for, the thing that when a teacher starts teaching, what they're not prepared for is the politics side of teaching, the backstabbing principles, the way a kid will act up in your class and the principal will act like they got your back, and then the minute the parent complains, they'll side with the parent against you. Because every parent, their kid's a perfect angel, has never done anything wrong.
Sure, I'm not already the supervisor of the UK layout. Yeah, I mean, it's, that's wonderful, Eric. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm sure that's true. Everybody has had bad teachers and everybody has had very good teachers.
But a lot of times
Well,
the
hang
bad
on.
teacher wasn't a bad teacher. They just didn't teach us the way we wanted. Yes,
That could be.
there's
I
the
mean,
10%
there are
rule.
some-
There's
yeah.
the 10%
Oh,
rule.
for sure.
There are some idiots that get through, and they usually become principals. But
Yeah, I filled out a survey.
the vast majority
today
of colleagues, some were not popular with students, but they were
Because-
good teachers.
because I had time. I filled out a survey today. Ohio is looking for information.
Ohio
Okay,
State.
so how do you compare your job from where you started to now? And it's gotten 1,000 times worse. And it's not the kids. It
Oh.
is when we started.
Andy just stabbed me through the heart.
Oh dear, what happened?
The good ones were gripping, the bad ones were funny.
Oh. Well, that is a little weird. Yeah. That's good. So anyway, yeah, when I started teaching, there were no standardized testing beyond the Iowa test that everybody takes and nobody cares.
Ian, I saw that in private school.
The 5 years you had your principal came in, did an observation, said you were wonderful, and that was all we did. And it was just you followed your state standards, your textbooks were good. And now I can't even get a textbook that matches what I'm supposed to teach according to the state of Ohio. So yeah. Whoa.
Because see, like where I taught to end my career, the popular kids were also the ones that tended to be in the advanced classes.
Right.
And so you had teachers, and yes, there were some cliquish teachers that they had their puppies. That's what even we other teachers would call those teachers that had their puppies.
Yeah.
They taught only
Right.
exclusively the top performing students, where the rest of us schmucks taught everybody. And yeah, they could develop an attitude, but it doesn't mean they were bad teachers. They just did not interact well with the average kids. And I was kind of the opposite,
So I have that
where
book.
all the average kids loved me, and a lot of the top students and popular kids liked me, but also a lot of the ones that were spoiled, mommy and daddy tried to run the school and stuff like that. They didn't like me because I didn't treat them special. I didn't kiss their butts. I expected them to treat the world respectfully and, not look down their noses. But, there's a difference between you like them personally. Because there are teachers I had that I did not like, but they were good teachers. They might have been mean, but they were good. The world doesn't promise everybody's going to be nice. Hell no, what I've gone through the last 2-3 days, no matter how much I try to be nice on everybody's live streams and on my own stream and my channel, there are people that will just open up their outhouse and empty their cesspit on you because they want to see, are you really nice? But
Now, not surprisingly, I seem to have a bond, whether I want it or not, with the kids that are, just a little different.
and
Quirky kids, those are mine.
and that ties into some of it, which is think of some of the stuff we also did to teachers, because I was in advanced everything, but I went to a Jesuit school, and I was a poor kid paying my own way through a private Jesuit high school, and expensive too, and
Say no more.
I had
Right.
no teacher.
Say no more.
Yeah, I had no teacher except for maybe Mr. Drewier, who paid me any real attention. Because my parents weren't writing checks to the school, and I wasn't winning football and basketball titles for the school.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, that school I went to, there are several people I graduated from college with, and I graduated #1 in my class. I was the top straight A student in my class. Now, because I graduated early, you don't do valedictorians, but I was #1 in my college, and they just there were other guys in there, and I thought they were mediocre at best teachers, and they went into the private schools right away because to me, the best teachers teach in the hardest schools because you really got to be on your toes. The best teachers are the one teaching at the toughest schools, but it can also burn you out faster.
Yeah, it sure does.
It can burn you out. But the thing is, it's like my like I try to do with my channel here. My classroom was a safe place for every kid. The emo kid, the goth kid, the transgender kid, the gay kid, the whatever kid, and the bullied kid, the kid that didn't have food. I knew kids that didn't get food at home, and I had food.
Yeah.
We had club meetings after school, and we always made sure people brought food, and if somebody took a little extra, we all understood. Let them, because our kids were, the kids that followed that example, they knew who needed help, and they would bring those kids.
Yeah, that's rough when you're high in your lower levels and you can't do it in the
But see, that's why,
university.
like Joyce
Used to
here.
that.
Joyce was very subversive in school. Joyce misbehaved in school. I did a couple of things I got away with in school, but those were creative, funny things. You were subversively naughty.
I have my moments.
You
of
had your
course.
moments.
Most part, I was fairly quiet. I had my friends.
I was into organized crime. But I'm bumped. Yeah, but Rapido can do hate mail, but I've watched enough channels to realize Rapido, both in UK and the North America, they are clearly struggling with QC. But we did.
Yeah, but we're just a lowly YouTube channel, We shouldn't be attracting hate mail and stuff.
Well, he's not coming, but yeah, my channel. Well, the thing is,
All right, Roger.
talking about personal hate mail, there's some that's just funny. Oh my God, you haven't worked on your layout in 3 years. Why are you even showing your? Okay, yeah, but at least they send that email, they write that comment.
Right.
They are who they are.
Well, then you accept it because
And it's
they're
like,
not wrong.
you're not wrong.
Okay, bye, Edward, and what I was gonna say. Well, okay, we want Joe to feel safe too.
They had and so they had so there's a validity to that, or who my favorite one is, I haven't gotten it in a while, but some people will watch the songs where I sing and go, who told you could sing? And anymore I just type back, my mommy says I have a wonderful voice. Because every video I ever posted says
Yeah,
I
for
have a
sure.
horrible voice, but
Yeah.
I can't find anybody else to sing for me.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, and Alan, that school isn't for everybody. You have your strengths in other places.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't
That's
like
all
the
right.
one emphasis even urban schools are giving is college.
Yeah.
We need kids in trades.
Although the message now is don't push college so far. The trades
Yeah,
are
but
needed.
how long is it going to take to filter down? Because our entire, for example, our entire curriculum at Bowser the last 15 years, 12 years was college. We
Right.
got rid of all the shop classes. We got rid of all
Right.
the trades,
Which
and
we
everything
shouldn't
was
have.
business,
Right.
business and
Yep.
college. Business and college.
Yep. Well, Chuff.
All right,
City.
Rick and Pauline,
So,
thanks for
bye,
hanging
Rick and
with us.
Pauline.
And again, to all those who were here at the
Glad
start,
you
I
came.
apologize for my rant, but it just,
Enjoyed your video the other day where you're trying to figure out
There was
guess
a-
what was in your bag. That was cute.
there was a line that got crossed, and it just brought
Yeah,
a couple of things
it did.
in. Hey, did I see Stuart from St. Mary's is here? Oh, my eyes. Maybe I just saw St. Blazy sideways.
Yeah, you maybe did.
I'm getting all kinds of
And we
Facebook
didn't-
messages
We didn't get
now.
Heath in, so
Nah.
I guess we started with that $1 million business and it quit our automatic get something in. Yeah, no, yeah, they're doing well for themselves, no doubt. Yep, dance to your own beat, I agree.
Oh, Ian, I would kind of disagree with that. Some of the hate mail I got are from people that have absolutely beautiful layouts and are quite creative.
Well,
They're just
they got
haters.
that superior
They,
attitude.
yeah, they have that
Yeah.
holier than thou superior attitude. I went through Cambridge, in the front door and out the back door.
Yep.
Of course, we won't even discuss the chance to be a Rhodes Scholar, but couldn't afford.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, indeed.
Any of those things, even leaving West Point, all those things seem to lead to meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, our 3 beautiful children, and yeah. Ah, those rivet counters. We got a song on that.
I just have But you know, it's
Thanks, Eric.
it's when they make it personal.
Yeah, there's
And
that.
if they make it personal to me, you fat, stupid, bald, whatever, you know, I can just wave that off.
Well, that's true. Even in our local university, you can't find a place to park.
But we but we just. Well, like I said, it was just a combination
I
of.
think you need to refresh your studio. It's way behind.
Yeah, it keeps falling behind. I don't know why.
Oh, way behind.
Not way behind. But see that little bit there? It's only about half a minute behind.
Oh, your counts are all wrong.
Oh, that part, because they do
Yeah.
things differently.
Oh, well, okay.
Even though it's the
I
same
gotcha.
thing, they do it differently.
They double parked your bike. Yeah, I think it's all universities. They are. That's the only reason why I like the 8 a.m. classes, is because you could park.
All my classes were 8 a.m.
A lot of them were.
Because I went to school 8 till
Just stay there before.
8 to 1, 8 to 2, and then I worked 2 to 10.
You
Or
were driving me around. I was going in with my brother.
your brother Tom, yeah, because he had
So
classes.
yeah, I had to go. No, he was going to work, but he worked by the university.
Oh, right.
So he dropped me off. I was stuck there all day until you would take me home, or somebody else would pick me up.
Yep.
Yeah,
If you could get somebody else to do it. And then there were times where you took my car.
I did.
Even before we were married, I was letting you drive my car.
Yep. I had a key before.
And now you just paid off your car.
My car?
You picked it out.
I did pick it out. The,
Still my favorite, one of my favorite
My
stories
5
ever. Of
ton
all
on
our
the
stories
line.
together, that's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Gotcha.
Vroom.
Well,
I take it we're getting this car.
I do like the power, indeed.
That was so great. That was.
Well, I'll be back on buses and trains next. But just the topic or getting places? Yeah, I wish we had a better system.
Oh, I wish
near
we had a
us.
good train system
Mm-hmm.
here. That's why I got into trains. Was years of riding the train
We
system in Germany and just falling in
loved
love with
it,
it.
yeah.
Love traveling by train.
Yeah, I don't know other places, but the infrastructure in Toledo is not real good for public transport.
Yeah, couldn't afford to live on campus. So I lived at
Yeah,
home,
definitely
but I
not.
lived, a 6-minute, 10-minute drive from campus?
Mm-hmm.
You lived a little bit further away.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Eventually, they're going to take our bike trail and get it all the way to the university.
That's what they
the
say.
university owns the rest of that land.
That's what they say, but it ain't
They
happening.
had that when I was a youngster. I could have rode my bike to school easily.
Man, I am getting so many messages.
You are very popular being an influencer. That's nice. Students need free everything they can get.
I'm trying to do a show here. People are texting me. Uh-oh, showing the real side of me. The dramatic, whip-cracking egomaniac.
Yes. Yeah, Leah, it is. That's a terrific plan.
What's that?
The bike trails at Old Rail Line.
Rails to trails. But in some ways it's sad to see the rails go, although in Toledo it was all just freight traffic. Hated the trains growing up because
Oh.
you were always trying to get somewhere and the trains were blocking you.
Yeah, they are, that's part of that
Yeah, I've seen that.
project in Maumee. They're putting a bike trail all along the Anthony Wayne Trail in Maumee now. They'll probably link up with the one that's in Toledo.
Oh wow, interesting.
And the Team of Cock is working with that.
Too embarrassed to
which is
go
the
to school
train
dressed
trails.
as a Japanese admiral. Well, at least you didn't go to school dressed as a Japanese Sailor Moon character. Or did
Well,
you?
right, and that's the thing with the buses is they don't fit your schedule very well.
Well, it got proposed years ago to have a rail line connecting the 3 Cs in Toledo, and it got nixed.
Right. Well, I don't know that Toledo was involved. It was just going to go
It was
from
going to start with the 3
Cleveland
Cs
to
with
Columbus
future
to
expansion
Cincinnati.
to Toledo.
That would be terrific. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice long one.
Yeah, we've got nice bike trails in our neighborhood now.
And the one in our very
gotta get back to
immediate
riding them now that
neighborhood
the weather's warming up.
is fairly short. It is a total of 3 miles. With future expansion in the plans, but we're waiting.
Nothing wrong with Sailor Moon as long as you're okay with high school age girls wearing things even hookers are going, honey, that's a little
Too much.
that's a little too.
Yeah, but we don't have
I
to
suppose
go.
as a pubescent boy I
We
would
don't
like
have to
Sailor
go
Moon.
very far to hop on some long distance trails, bike trails. The ones
Well,
in
when I was a
Maumee.
teenage boy, I had Wonder Woman. I didn't need anything else.
Indeed. Hey, Artie's up. Good morning, Artie.
Hi, Artie. Yeah, when you have Wonder Woman, you don't need anything else.
I imagine that's true. Huh.
Oh, I imagine it all the time. There's a reason.
Kids are listening.
And then there was Jennifer from WKRP in Cincinnati. I liked Lonnie Anderson, but
Oh,
as
Jennifer
funny as her
was
character was on
funny.
WKRP, I didn't like her because she was such a
No,
high maintenance
I
snob.
thought that was
You're too poor for me.
funny.
You're too poor for me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, for Kyle, I'll give you Wonder Woman. Clothing was fun. All right. Corny, but in a good way. Okay.
Those pedal car things.
Oh, she flew over your place with her invisible machine.
It's a great view
I-
looking up.
I
Hey,
say, I
that's
hope
Wonder Woman.
Hope she had her underwear on.
That's not a
The
good or
pedal
a
car
bad thing.
things on disused USA branch lines?
Oh, I see. She's got a
Which
new
was that?
tattoo.
The tsunami intros for good.
Oh, we got Kyle and Randall excited now. Oh,
yeah,
here we go.
Fine, you two go at it. And get little chat rooms like they used to in the work sites.
I'd have to go in and supervise those and break up the fights.
Oh man, I gotta breathe.
I'm sorry, I'll have to ban you both from this room for a week.
All right, Andy, be kind. It's 5:45.
What you trying to say?
I've been out here over an hour.
What you trying to say?
You can get your last 15 minutes in.
Oh,
You
thanks,
still have
Mom.
35 people in here, it looks like.
We still have 30. Well, it's either 38 or 35. Just depends on which line you go with. Or yours says 35 there. Now what?
It won't turn. I'm still sideways. I'm upside down. That's part of the problem. Come out.
You confused it. It spun and went
it's
off.
all right, I just went
You were
out.
twisting that
I
phone
did.
around, and it was like,
I give up.
I quit. I'm out.
Oh,
Let's do
that's
one
all right.
more tour through the close-ups. Yeah, the little guy 146.2 is still chugging along doing it.
Good for him.
Good for him. That was a good time. They're all passing there. Although the problem is they're so close to
She
camera how
has
fast they
aged well.
blur.
I agree. Linda Carter, she's aged well.
Linda Carter has aged very well. She was in the
Oh,
last
go
Wonder
figure.
Woman movie as she played a character.
Ooh, barbecue. Nice. You know, Anthony won't eat that stuff when we get there. You have to do him a hamburger
You want to
on
know?
the side.
You want to be somewhat sick and twisted here for a minute. Mamie Van Doren at 84 was still looking really good.
That's a little scary.
Although, Sophia Loren, just oh my goodness, that woman aged amazingly well.
She did too.
I'm sorry, Sophia Loren is like right up there. My all-time favorites. Sophia
The back
Loren.
of our heads on this view.
Say what?
The back of our heads on the street.
Yeah.
Something to look at.
Yeah, I was gonna go through, but let's go for a bit. God, I vote. Sophia Loren was one of the most beautiful women ever. Oh my God, I love Sophia. Sophia Loren. You could keep Gina Lollobrigida, beautiful as she was. Brigitte Bardot, fine. I have a thing for brunettes. I can't help it. Sophia Loren, Linda Carter,
Super,
Joyce.
Artie. It's a plan.
Audrey Hepburn when she had longer hair. I really did not like Audrey Hepburn with short hair. I'm not into short hair women.
Yeah, well, Linda Ronstadt was pretty, and so was Catherine
Linda Ronstadt was cute. I never thought she was pretty. Another woman I really liked was Monica Bellucci. Monica Bellucci. Oh, she's gorgeous. I love Monica Bellucci. Oh no, Roger, we'll have to agree to disagree with me being right and you being wrong. Linda Ronstadt is not.
Oh, that's nice.
Linda Ronstadt's not in Linda Carter's league.
Oh, sugar. Bella Enberg. I don't think I know who that is.
Who what?
Bella Enberg.
Bella Ehrenberg.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
Monica
Enberg.
Bellucci's gorgeous. Anita Ekberg was gorgeous back in the day. She was a hot blonde. But I'm brunettes. Not into redheads. Although Anne Margaret makes an exception. Of course, Raquel Welch, who just passed away. But no, give me dark hair and dark eyes. Because Linda Carter has blue eyes.
Wow, that's big. Your ex-wife with blonde hair all the way down her back.
40-pound brisket, but my smoker isn't big enough.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, that's always tough, Artie, when the meat's too big to go in the... Never mind.
Well, you could cut it up, cut it in half, save it for another day. Got a good freezer.
Yeah, I'm just not. That's a personal preference. I'm not into short hair on women. I don't know what it is. I'm just not.
Right. I don't know. When I get older, it might happen.
By that time, I'll be ready to replace you with one of those mail-in brides.
No, you would not. Who else would put up with your quirks? Wow. That's ambitious, Artie.
Indeed. But, yeah, so... Yeah, but Linda Carter has blue eyes, and she's pretty enough. But Wonder Woman in the comic books has brown eyes. You know, dark hair, dark eyes. I have a thing, dark hair, dark eyes. Imagine that. I have a thing for dark hair and dark eyes.
Chain smoker. Yeah,
Barbara Eden was very pretty. Absolutely.
Yes.
Dream of Jeannie
That's what I already
was...
said. Yeah.
Even as a 5-year-old, I liked watching Dream of Jeannie to see Jeannie. Puberty hadn't kicked in yet, but apparently mentally it had.
Yeah, something. Something kicked in.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't gay. I knew I wasn't because I was watching for her.
Not that we care if anybody else is.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think we always make that clear.
Yeah. Do what you want. Tell you, I was off today. I was very tempted to make cookies. It seems to be a thing. I guess I don't want to.
Yeah.
I shouldn't.
You know, and the problem is we could talk about that freely, though. You know, you think about my brother.
Yeah.
My brother had a girlfriend before I did.
Right.
And he was gay.
Right.
But he was trying to hide it.
Right. Okay then.
I wasn't worried about the belly button. Dark hair, dark eyes, and what else?
A good personality.
A couple of them.
Couple of good personalities.
A couple of good personalities.
Uh,
Huge tracts of land.
yeah, no worries, Leslie. Yeah, it sure has, hasn't it, Kyle? That's super. So you broke her nose. Oh, good Lord. That's terrible. Yeah, we're in South America. We have Australia.
Indeed,
we
but
have
it's
United Kingdom. We got anybody from Europe today? Yeah, Eiffel.
and Jean.
And John, right? Sorry, John.
We've covered at least 3 continents.
Yep, so.
North
4,
America,
you
South
gotta
America,
count
and
ours.
Europe.
And ours.
What?
And ours.
And Australia. So that's 4.
Yeah, okay.
North America, South America,
Gotcha.
Europe,
Yep, and Australia.
and Australia.
And
So
I think-
4 of the 7.
Yeah, good for us.
I'm waiting for somebody to tune in from Antarctica.
That would be different. You need to get a few
Just a
people.
couple of penguins. Just a couple of penguins. Doot, 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 doot.
What will you do with Joyce when you give her gray hair and then white hair? What will you do with her if you like dark hair?
She'll dye it.
Well, yeah, considering quite a few of them are already white, we skipped the gray. Yeah, I use a bottle and I'm proud of it. It's okay. I have 3 sisters, and only one of the 3 of us has not dyed our hair. And
And she looks 90.
yeah, I mean, she is the oldest, but it's still. You're, I guess, all hoping she'd get a hit, but she's very sad when she heard the youngest was dyeing her hair. Here's one of her kids has very gray hair, and she's not dyeing it either.
Rachel?
No, Becca, I think.
No, Rachel's
Leah?
got gray hair.
Oh yeah, but Rachel's in her 40s.
Yeah. Well, Becca
Yeah,
had
we said
blonde
South
hair,
America.
so it's hard to tell.
Yep, Elvis
Yeah,
from
North
Brazil.
America, South America, Europe. We need to get Asia, and
Yeah, Asia
occasionally
and
we'd have the one
Africa.
guy that was from Angola,
Right. So I know we've had people from
Africa.
Africa before, but not consistently.
Not in a while though.
Yeah.
We had the guy from Angola that was building his own South African
That's
miniature
it.
wonderland,
You
but he's
just need to
disappeared from
get,
YouTube too. He's disappeared from YouTube too. He's not even on Facebook.
You need to get your Japanese friends to start logging in.
Well,
Even though he lives in Toledo. He'd
Rio.
go. Rio, yeah.
I tried to.
Uh-huh.
I
Is Anthony dyeing his hair? No.
no. What hair?
Yeah, it's about it. Yeah, Antarctica, I don't know what their cell signal, the Wi-Fi symbol is in Antarctica.
No, we did get Antarctica
Besides
once.
it's
We had a
down.
couple of penguins. Hello from Antarctica.
That's our
It's
accent.
freaking cold down here.
But we like it.
Because, people were complaining about the cold. The Canadians were complaining about the cold. And, Americans were complaining about the cold. And the Canadians were like, oh, you don't know what cold is. And then the penguins came out like, you want to talk about cold, mother...
Think
You know how
Valley,
cold it is down here at the South Pole?
Valley 56 just came
Does
out.
125 minus mean anything to you?
Oh, that's super, Leslie.
What happened?
He has subscribers from all continents. I don't know.
Lucky you.
I don't think you know where all your subscribers are from.
I don't look.
Yeah, right.
Because half of them are fake accounts anyhow. I bought them from that Nigerian prince.
Nothing's running on this one?
No, just turn those off, yeah. Click
Yeah.
and click. Joyce is messing with Essential Station 3 via the computer. she's demonstrating that you can operate the Central Station 3 from a computer.
From a computer.
Joyce has just done a YouTube help video. Okay, you didn't really help anybody. But we can cut this out, edit it, put a narration over the top of it, and throw it on your channel, and you'll finally have new content.
I love it. What'd you do now?
Miss, I've got a couple ideas. I just got to go film them. Yeah, get your channel going. You've stalled. Did you stop them properly at the right place?
No,
Oh,
not at all.
for
Oh, my.
goodness sake.
All right, I'll fix it off camera.
Oh, you better.
Yeah, I know. Are we still on? We're on, but we're leaving.
We're getting ready to sign off. Yeah, it's
been
that
on for
time.
2.5 hours.
It's that time.
It's time for dinner.
Okay, are we still on? Yeah, we go till 6 o'clock, 3:30 to 6. It's become a thing. When Noah built his ark, the 45-degree desert, how did he get penguin? Yeah, we don't even want to go there. We don't even want to go there. And why did he bring mosquitoes and hornets? And how did he keep the lions fed, who require something like 40 pounds of meat a day? But we won't go there. Okay, I already went there and parked the bus, but that's a different story. All right, well, we have to get off this because we got to do dinner, and then somebody has to come down here and record a bunch of voices for some Matt Clark episodes that will be coming out. No, you can wait till tomorrow. I'm going to do scenes 1 and 2.
I don't show up till
I've still
scene
got to
3.
come up with. I've come up with a voice for everybody, but I'm still working on Fredo.
Gotcha.
Still working on Fredo. I got to come up with the voice that doesn't seem insensitive, but I also
Yeah,
want it
I
to be
know.
annoying because there's a joke about his annoying voice.
Hmm.
All
Like an
right.
age
So
boy.
anyhow, on behalf of me and her, toodles,
Toodles.
juicy. You gotta do it. You gotta do it the full German girl way. Choose, juicy.
Juicy.
All right. So anyhow, on behalf of the Model Train Outsider channel, we want to thank everybody who came and stayed with us, and to those in the background offended, too bad. I've apologized 3 times.
Know
After
what
that,
you-
get over it.
Should know what you're getting into.
So we're gonna say Auf Wiedersehen
Juice.
and happy trains, and that's copyright. Please pay us if you're gonna use it, Andy. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you.